Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You know that feeling, right? That desire to achieve true financial freedom? It's about more than just having a big bank account. It's about having the flexibility to live life on your own terms, pursue your passions, and sleep well at night knowing your finances are rock solid. But let's be real. The path to financial freedom isn't always smooth sailing. There are some common pitfalls that can really trip you up along the way. That's why in this video, we're diving deep into 5 huge financial mistakes that could be holding you back from reaching your full financial potential. We're going to break down each mistake, show you exactly why it's so damaging, and then give you actionable steps to avoid it entirely. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's get started on the road to financial freedom. All right, let's kick things off with mistake number 1, completely ignoring your budget. Look, I get it. Budgeting might not be the most exciting thing in the world, but trust me, it's absolutely essential. Think of your budget like a roadmap to financial success. Just like you wouldn't set off on a cross-country road trip without a map, you shouldn't navigate your finances without a clear budget in place. Without a budget, it's way too easy to overspend without even realizing it. Those daily coffees, those impulse purchases, they all add up. Suddenly, you're at the end of the month wondering where all your money went and why you're not hitting your savings goals. A budget allows you to track your income and expenses, see exactly where your money is going, and identify areas where you can cut back and save more. Maybe you're spending way more on takeout than you thought, or maybe that gym membership you never use is eating into your savings. Creating and sticking to a budget doesn't have to be painful. There are tons of budgeting apps and methods out there, so find one that works for you and your lifestyle. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Let's talk about mistake number 2, which is relying solely on one income stream. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with having one job you love. But let's be real, relying on a single source of income is like putting all your eggs in one basket. If something happens to that one job, layoffs, company closures, you name it, your entire financial world could come crashing down. That's why it's so important to diversify your income streams. Having multiple sources of income creates a safety net and provides you with much-needed financial stability. Think of it like this. If one income stream dries up, you've got others to fall back on. No need to panic, no need to make rash decisions. You're covered. And the beauty of diversifying is that it doesn't have to mean grinding away at a second job you hate. There are tons of ways to create additional income streams that align with your interests and skills. Maybe you're passionate about photography and can start taking on freelance gigs. Or perhaps you've got a knack for writing and can explore freelance writing opportunities. The internet has opened up a world of possibilities for side hustles and passive income streams. Even a little extra income each month can make a huge difference in the long run, trust me. Chapter 3. Mistake number 3 is a big one, and it's something I hear all the time: being terrified of investing. I get it, the stock market can seem intimidating, especially if you're new to the game. But here's the thing. Avoiding investing altogether is one of the biggest mistakes you can make when it comes to building long-term wealth. You see, the magic of investing lies in something called compound growth. It's like a snowball effect where your money earns money, and then that money earns even more money, and so on. Over time, even small contributions can grow exponentially, but only if you start early enough to let that compound growth work its magic. Think of it this way. The earlier you plant a tree, the more time it has to grow into a mighty oak. The same principle applies to investing. The sooner you start, the more time your money has to compound and grow. Now, I'm not saying you need to become a day trader or pour all your savings into risky investments. Investing should be a long game, and it's about finding a strategy that aligns with your risk tolerance and financial goals. There are tons of resources available to help you get started, from robo-advisors to financial advisors who can guide you through the process. With a little bit of knowledge and a long-term perspective, you can harness the power of the market to build a brighter financial future. Chapter 4. All right, let's talk about mistake number 4, and it's a big one: living beyond your means. We live in a world where it's easy to get caught up in the comparison game. Social media constantly bombards us with images of people living seemingly perfect lives, flaunting expensive cars, designer clothes, and lavish vacations. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking we need to keep up with the Joneses to feel successful or happy. But here's the truth. True freedom and happiness don't come from material possessions or trying to impress others. They come from living within your means, having control over your finances, and not being weighed down by debt. When you live beyond your means, you're essentially living on borrowed time. You might feel a temporary sense of satisfaction from that new gadget or designer handbag, but it's fleeting. What's left behind is a mountain of debt that can take years to pay off, draining your income and holding you back from reaching your financial goals. Remember, those picture-perfect lives you see on social media are often just a carefully curated facade. Focus on building a solid financial foundation by living below your means, saving diligently, and investing wisely. True freedom comes from having options and peace of mind, not from material possessions. Chapter 5. And finally, let's address mistake number 5, which is neglecting your financial education. In a world saturated with information, it's ironic that so many people shy away from learning about personal finance. But here's the thing, financial literacy is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Just like you wouldn't expect to ace a test without studying, you can't expect to make sound financial decisions without a basic understanding of how money works. The good news is, educating yourself about personal finance doesn't have to be complicated or boring. There are tons of resources available, from books and podcasts to YouTube channels like this one, dedicated to breaking down complex financial concepts in a way that's easy to understand and even enjoyable. The more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions that align with your goals and set yourself up for a brighter financial future. That's it for my top 5 financial mistakes to avoid. Remember, achieving financial freedom is a marathon, not a sprint. It's about making conscious choices every day that align with your long-term goals. Avoid these common pitfalls, stay informed, and never stop learning. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal finance, investing, and building a life you love. Thanks for watching, and remember, the power to achieve financial freedom lies within you. Take control, make smart choices, and start building the future you deserve.